With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle.
Let's go!
Hands up, lady!
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey! Check. Hands up!
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977, but since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams. And the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 71 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 50. Hey, me and you all set.
Good.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
14, find it. You guys, listen.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Able to get away. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Right, 15.
58 to Mike. Come on.
Hey, alert.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Right, lady.
Mike's 50. Keep it up, D.
Go.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
18.
I'm coming. Jack.
Green, 8.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Lynch running right. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Get ready.
Give me that. All right. Spot that. Get up for signal.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Andrew Billings busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Punch left. 18. Let's go, 14. Right stone.
Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 34 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just get up the score.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 43.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Hey, Echo.
54.
Dalton now to pass. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Hey, take your shot back to her. Shot back to her.
Hands up. Lead. Aye.
7-7, our score after 1.
Listen, you're 18.
I'm not ready for this, man.
368.
He's still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong.
Hey, Haywood.
My 50. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, Lynch. And we'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So after the run by Lynch, here's another first and 10.
Check. Check out route.
Let's go double count right here.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 36-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Go 58 to the mic. Hey.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 33 yards that time. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut.
Safety's creeping.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
50. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike. 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, winning that turnover battle is going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Nick Ballore taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Dalton, 1st and 10. Blitz coming and down he goes. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton, he's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He'll find Metcalf. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now here's Ross. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Greystone, travel.
Rush in.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Dalton, flush to his right. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Go, go.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I don't think you got it, son. Whip. Watch the whip.
Nixon with a first down carry.
Get there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 27, Dalton. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Let's go.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
First and 10 for Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy onside. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack on first down, Dalton under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll also wind up being the final play of this first half. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Wilson operating from the gun. And an alley to run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mike 50, huh? You better be afraid of me.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check
Right left. Good guys, 4 down.
Go.
Wilson now. Going to throw again.
Let's go.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And Dalton to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ezekiel Ansah getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
I got you. 56 of Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton, and that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, he covered a lot of ground, 82 yards on the punt return. Well, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Brandon, I loved his game in college, and I thought he would translate well as a pro. Boy, did he exceed my expectations. Another punt return for a touchdown.
Busted onto the scene as an all-pro returner as a rookie. He's not looking back. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
To kick off for Seattle.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Mike 54. Not today, you are.
So Dalton now. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 72 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. But we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Defense. Hey, man up, D.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Mike 50. They can't hang with us.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What? 280. 36 power.
On 2nd down now. It's Lynch. Lynch busting free. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Check 24, check 24. Kill.
General West.
The mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Let's go, D.
93, 52, 96.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, high 7.
Andy Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving corps on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Bengals.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And it'll be Dalton again. Open man is Ross, complete. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just... And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Marshawn Lynch taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time. Looking at week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Now he's forced out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight.
Dalton gives him an arm. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To mix it on the check down. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton, open man is Uzama. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
You got nothing.
On 1st down, Nixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now Joe Mixon, and able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard.
Check mate. Watch twist.
Yeah, 5-6. Over here. Yes.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. In your face.
Tight dog.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
I got you.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Wilson on the keeper.
So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Seahawks, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.